Welcome back to Oddball BB's channel. Today, we're diving into the October 2024 update for Gran Turismo 7, which brings us 3 new rides straight out of Japan. A legendary rally icon, a GTR that refuses to retire, and a van? Yeah, you heard right, a van. But don't worry, we'll make sure even that a box on wheels gets a review it deserves. Buckle up because it's going to be a wild ride. First up, we've got the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 8 MR GSR 2004. Now, the Evo name is almost sacred amongst JDM fans. It's like a mixtape of a 2000s rally car. If Fast and Furious and Gran Turismo had a love child, it would probably be one of these. Under the hood, you get a turbocharged inline-4 engine that punches 276 horsepower. Now, you might be thinking, another Evo? Haven't we seen this before? Well, yes and no. This is the 8th generation Evo. Imagine that a cousin who just won't leave the family barbecue because they want to keep winning the cornhole game, but it's a legendary rally-inspired all-wheel drive car. It's a blast from 2004, a time when flip phones ruled and gas was cheaper than a decent cup of coffee. But here's the thing, the Evo 8 is like that one friend or your cousin from your barbecue that never says no to a party. He's always up for a bit of mischief, but you never quite know if it's going to keep it together or throw itself into a tree. It's got razor sharp steering and a suspension that's stiff enough to bounce a quarter off of, which makes it perfect for carving up mountain roads, as long as you don't mind feeling a bump and crack along the way. And inside, well, it's exactly as what you'd expect from a car designed in 2004. Loss of plastic, a sense of that term infotainment doesn't exist yet, and enough space to throw a roll cage in if you're feeling ambitious. But let's be real, you're not buying this thing for the comfort. It's all about the drive, the thrill, and the nostalgia of hearing that turbo spool up. Next up, we've got something for the Godzilla fans, a 2024 Nissan GTR Premium Edition T-Spec. The GTR is the granddaddy of Japanese supercars, and this latest version is like that aging rock star who's still heading to stadium tours. It's got the same 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6 that cranks out about 565 horsepower. Pair that with the all-wheel drive and the dual-clutch transmission that shifts gears faster than you can say turbo lag. This T is a bit of a swan song, with carbon ceramic brakes, a carbon fiber rail spoiler, and those nostalgic colors, midnight purple and millennium jade, straight out of the R34 playbook. Nissan knows their audience, and they're playing all the right notes for the fans who aren't ready to let it go. They keep tweaking it and updating it like a classic rock band who refuses to stop touring. Is it exciting? Absolutely. Is it new? Well, it's like seeing Star Wars with extra CGI. Impressive, but you've seen it before. However, this GTR handles better than ever. The suspension is tuned for grip, and even though it's got more weight than your average sports car, it still feels like a surgeon's scalpel when you throw it into a corner. And let's talk speed. It's 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. It's the kind of acceleration that'll have you wondering if gravity's even a thing anymore. Inside, the T-Spec comes with a touch of luxury. Semi-aniline leather, gold accents on the wheels, and an infotainment system that's finally caught up with the 21st century. Sure, it's still missing Android Auto, but let's face it, if you're driving a GTR, you're not exactly looking for directions. And then there's this, the Toyota Hiace Van DX 2016. A workhorse of a van that's about as aerodynamic as a brick, but somehow it found its way into Gran Turismo 7. And you know what? We're here for it. It's not going to win any races, unless your race is to see who can haul the most lumber in one trip. The Hiace packs a 2.7-liter inline-4 engine that produces a whopping 145 horsepower. That's right, 145. But hey, it's not about speed with this one, it's about utility. Think of it as a game's reminder that not every hero wears capes. Just sometimes they're delivering furniture. The cabin is all about practicality. Vinyl seats, radio that still might get AM, and enough space in the back to host your next garage band practice. It's not pretty, but it's got heart. And for all the racers out there who think they're too cool to drive a van, imagine the look on your friends' faces when you show up in this thing and then promptly get overtaken by their lawnmower. It's perfect for if you need to move your friends or your friends' friends and possibly a few arcade cabinets while you're at it. Of course, if you're expecting the performance from this, you're going to be disappointed. As someone who looks for a V8 and just got a blender, but the Hiace has its charm. I mean, look at it. It's a tribute to practicality. Plus, imagine the look on your opponent's face when you cross the finish line in one of these, as long as it's a really short race. So there you have it, the Mitsubishi Evo 8 MR GSR, a nostalgic blast that'll keep you on your toes, the Nissan GTR T-Spec, a modern classic that's going out in style, and the Toyota Hiace, the van that no one asked for, but we're glad it's here. Whether you're looking to drift, dominate, or, well, deliver packages, this update has something for you. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and tell us in the comments, are you Team Evo, Team GTR, or Team Van? Thanks for watching, and remember, life is too short for boring cars, unless you're driving the Hiace, in which case life might just feel a little longer.